This is Boxing Talk 8576. I want to talk about a fighter that's been getting a lot of disrespect lately, and it's about time people start giving him his due. You know, he's in there, he's winning, he's doing his thing, and that's Timothy Desert Storm Bradley. Um, I never was too high on Timothy Bradley in the beginning. I'm still not that high on him. I mean, he's not like a style of fighting like I like. I mean, I like boxer punchers. Timothy Bradley is more like he's an inside fighter and he can fight outside, but he has no power. He kind of throw wide shots sometimes. So I never. He's not my favorite guy. I would say as a fighter that I would like to see all the time or I like to pay review for. But I do respect him as a fighter because Timothy Bradley he brings it. He's always in shape. He shows up to fight. He has big heart, really good chin, and it's time that people start respecting him. He just beat Juan Manuel Marquez. Marquez and his trainer Nacho Bearstein, they going around whining about the fight that Marquez won the fight. Marquez just got outboxed. You know, Marquez got outmoved. He got it's just he can't handle fighters that move. I mean that's just the realization of it. I picked Marquez to win only because of Timothy Bradley last fight with Ruslan, the Russian guy, because he had a tough fight. He was down in that fight 3 or 4 times. He was badly hurt. He even said after the fight he was concussed. He had slurred speech for like a couple months. His balance was off, so no one knew which Timothy Bradley would show up. We didn't know how if he was damaged, you know what I'm saying, physically and mentally, because it seemed like they said he gained a lot of weight. He went up to like 180, 190 pounds. So I picked Marquez because I didn't know which Timothy Bradley would show up. So he proved me wrong. He came in, he was fresh, using his jab on his feet, slick. Marquez had some moments, you know what I'm saying? Even when he had moments, Bradley responded. He really couldn't counterpunch Bradley like he wanted to, like he counterpunched Pacquiao, because him Pacquiao is a Pacquiao moves, but Pacquiao is more of a come get you fighter. He's gonna come at you. He comes at Marquez. That's why Marquez can counterpunch him so well. Bradley more circles um, you and make you, you know, he makes you change. He changes angles on you, and that's what he did to Marquez. Marquez, you know, he has trouble with slick fighters that move, and Marquez, you know, really, I never seen Marquez dominate a fight anyway. Even the fights he wins, Marquez never really dominates anyone. So you know, Bradley won the fight, and after the fight, Marquez said, "Well, I've been I've been robbed 6 times. You know, he lost 7 times, but he said he's been robbed 6 times. You know, he concedes the only loss that he ever had was against Mayweather, but he didn't get robbed in this fight. Bradley won his fight. It seems like controversy follows Bradley. I remember seeing Bradley. The first time I seen him was against Junior Witter, and he went over to England to fight Junior Witter. And I was like, man, who was this fighter? You know, he was. They was like, he was on HBO, and they were saying, you know, really American fighters don't like coming over here because they'll get robbed or whatever. But Tim Bradley was willing to go anywhere, any place, and fight anyone. So he fought Junior Witter. He beat Junior Witter convincingly. So I was like, okay, man, you know. So I started watching some of his fights, and he fought Devin Alexander. I remember they were both undefeated at the time. Devin Alexander was a young fighter. I think Devin Alexander was like 23, and they had a face-off with Max Kellerman. And I remember Timothy Bradley said, "Yeah, he's a really good fighter, and down the road, he's gonna be better than he is now. I mean, I'll concede he's a better fighter than me, but mentally, physically, and far as coming to fight, I think I'm better than him at that, and that will push me over the fight. I think those attributes will give me will be in my favor and I can win the fight. And Devin Alexander and his trainer was sitting there, they were overconfident to me because they wouldn't concede anything. They wouldn't concede that Bradley does anything better than Devin Alexander. And I was looking at that, I was like, Devin Alexander he's over there looking overconfident. Then they got in the fight, and Bradley pretty much was dominating the fight, man. I mean, he was beating Devin Alexander up in the inside. Devin Alexander couldn't keep him from getting inside. It seemed like Timothy Bradley was stronger, had more will. He came ready to fight. I think Devin Alexander underestimated Timothy Bradley's boxing ability, and heads did clash a couple times. It was a real bad one, and Alexander yelled out, and he went to the doctor. The doctor looked at it. The doctor asked him if he continue. Granted, he was losing the fight at this point. Let's be honest, he was losing the fight bad. He knew he was losing the fight. He told the doctor, he said, no, my eye. He didn't say he couldn't continue. He just kept saying, no, my eye. And the doctor waved it off. So I think Alexander thought it was going to be like a no contest or something. But they said he said he couldn't continue by saying his eye was messed up continuously when the doctor was asking the question, can you continue? So they took it as he didn't want to fight. So he lost the fight. He again, after Timothy Bradley big fight, him and his trainer said Bradley headbutted him 3 or 4 times, and that's why Devin Alexander had to quit, because his eye was messed up. He couldn't see. He said he was seeing triple and double or whatever. In my opinion, he was losing the fight. He seen a way out. I see fights all the time. You see boxers when they want to continue. You see boxers when they looking for a way out. He was looking for a way out. Then he fought one of my favorite fighters, Manny Pacquiao, and Timothy Bradley came into that fight the underdog. Pacquiao was the heavy favorite. That was a controversial fight. In my opinion, I thought Pacquiao won the fight 8-4. That's just my opinion. I know people gonna have a dispute that, but I thought Pacquiao won 8-4. But at any rate, it was another controversial fight that Timothy Bradley was involved in. It just seemed like it's been a pattern of him being in controversial fights. He can never win and just be his win. It always has to be something. Either the judge didn't score the fight right, or he headbutted me, or a trainer saying, no, you didn't beat my fighter. But he after the Pacquiao decision, he said he was depressed. He didn't want to leave the house. He didn't want to talk to anyone. So that's when he came into that Provodnikov fight, trying to prove that the Pacquiao fight wasn't a fluke. So he came in and fought the wrong fight against Provodnikov. He tried to stay in front of him. He tried to knock him out. And by him trying to knock him out, he fought right into the Russian's hands, because that's the style that the Russian likes to fight in, that exchange punch for punch. And Bradley has no power, and the dude was getting better, the better of him in the power punch stats. He knocked Timothy Bradley down 3 times. Timothy Bradley got a great chin and great will. He stood up. It was a couple times I thought, the referee was going to wave the fight off, but Bradley kept fighting back, so he didn't wave the fight off. And they all know Bradley got a big heart. So maybe sometimes you will see other fighters fight that don't have a reputation of having a big heart. The referee probably would have stopped the fight, but he since Timothy Bradley had a reputation of not giving up and having a big heart, he got the benefit of the doubt. But that fight, he took some damage. He took some serious damage in that fight, and he went into the Marquez fight. Everybody picked, a lot of people picked Marquez. I picked Marquez. I was looking at people's videos. A lot of people picked Marquez. Some people did pick Timothy Bradley, but some people picked Marquez. And a lot of things people said about picking Marquez was they don't know how Timothy Bradley is going to come back from the Provodnikov fight. They don't know if he's damaged, mentally or physically and mentally for that matter. So people went with Marquez by decision. But Bradley once again, the underdog, came in, beat the odds, beat the fighter, and then here we go again, more controversy. I think now Timothy Bradley, in my pound for pound list, he's ranked number 4, and to me he's earned the Mayweather fight. Now he should get the Mayweather fight. Mayweather say he's the face of boxing. Mayweather, if you the face of boxing, you can make this fight happen. Forget you and Barb Arum, what y'all got going on. Just make some money together. You can make a lot of money. You already got guaranteed $34-35 million from Showtime. Give these black fighters a chance to make some money. Timothy Bradley has earned it. It will sell. Just stack the card with some other good fights. Probably put Canelo on there. I would like to see Keith Thurman on there, but Keith Thurman finna fight Soto Karass. But if y'all fighting in May, I would like to see Keith Thurman on there, because I like Keith Thurman, and he is coming up fast up the rankings. So give Timothy Bradley a shot. Amir Khan needs to fight Devin Alexander or somebody else to get back up there. Timothy Bradley is in front of Devin Alexander. We know Khan can bring the money or whatever, but Khan has not earned this fight. Timothy Bradley has earned his fight. This man went through a lot. He's overcome a lot, and it's his time to get a shot at the title, at the best pound for pound fighter. You say you the face of boxing, you can make this fight happen. And let's just get it on, you know what I'm saying? I think Bradley will cause Mayweather some problems, Bradley is not going to lay down for anyone. He's going to come in there ready to fight. He's going to be in shape. This is probably about one fighter that's probably on Mayweather level of being in shape. This is one fighter that won't get tired. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather won't go to the corner. His uncle's like, don't worry, he's going to get tired. Timothy Bradley will not get tired. Timothy Bradley will fight you the whole fight. And he has heart. He has decent hand speed. He has good head movement, good body movement from the waist up, and he can slip punches. And we really don't see Mayweather. When we see Mayweather fighting against a fighter like this, or this foot speed and hand speed, and they can move their head and can throw a jab, he has problems with. So we want to see you test it against Timothy Bradley. Test your skills against your great skills, as you say, against Timothy Bradley. This is Boxing Talk. I'm out.